Welcome to the Dan Stevens Show from Brighton. So I've brought my setup with me here. For the viewers, it's going to look a bit different and sound a bit different. It's in my, been recorded on my camera microphone, not my usual podcast setup. I was flying with Ryanair, so I didn't have space to bring it all, but I hope it sounds okay, and I hope you are all doing well. Today's episode, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going back to basics. I'm going back to the format that started it all, where I go through some of my recent Google searches. That's what I'm going to do today. And in my head, for the last while, I thought that I wasn't using Google as much, but I must be using it without thinking. Because so many searches. It's like, we really do subcontract out our brains to Google. Well, I do anyway, quite a bit. And there's some very interesting searches today. We have stuff like, will NCT discover airbag light? Every search has a story behind it. Well, most of them. We have Hulk Hogan porno. Can I say that? Well, I just did. We have the appropriate name for someone addicted to eating chicken. That's a tough one, but we'll get into it. So, for anyone who hasn't listened to this format of episode before, starts off with a Google search, and I kind of know when I look at the search that there's going to be something behind it. I just don't know what it is yet. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. For the viewers, I hope my hair is not too crazy. I was out walking on Brighton Beach for a few hours. The old sea wind does something. The sea breeze. First search is actually going to be a quick one. I was laying on the beach earlier. Stone beach. It's stones, no sand. And I was just thinking about what is the stone equivalent of a sandcastle, and what are some of the advantages and disadvantages between a sandy beach and a stony beach. Sand is softer, more pliable. I mean, kids can build a sandcastle. That's an advantage, isn't it? You can't really do that with the stone. Just, you'd need to throw in a bit of sand and water, maybe. Kind of a cement kind of thing you'd be creating there, I think. One advantage of the stones is that it doesn't get in between your toes and in your crevices. People lay differently on a stony beach. In Brighton here, there was people chilling on the beach, but it's a different type of chilling. It's not sunbathing, it's more like stone sulking. You know, they're kind of trudging onto the beach. I saw one woman trying to wheel her pram onto the beach, and it was a sad sight. I didn't know whether to go over and help her or not, but she seemed pretty... It was a real struggle. And yeah, people just sink into the stones. They're on their phone. On the phone, in the stones. Just... It's kind of weird. So the stone equivalent of a sandcastle, I don't think there is one. It's just not... You can't keep it together, even if you add water in. A bucket and spade is no use on a stony beach. Let's put it that way. Alright. That's a nice one to get us going, isn't it? I think you really have to be a hardcore fan of whatever a beach is, whatever you feel from the water, to stone sulk or sunbathe, whatever you want to call it. The next search was... This was from the other day. Will the NCT discover my airbag light? So the story behind this is that on my 09 Nissan Serena, Japanese import, the airbag light started flashing about 6 months ago, I'd say. And I brought it to the mechanic, and he said, yes, there is something wrong with the airbag. It's the slip ring or something. I don't know about the mechanics of an airbag in a car. And he told me basically, put some black tape over it, There's a way of resetting it. You'll see it on YouTube. And there is a way of resetting it, but it only resets it temporarily. And he said, before you go to the NCT, when you're sitting outside in the car park, reset it. It will clear the light and you'll be fine. So that's exactly what I did when I went to my NCT the other day. And I was taking a chance that it wouldn't come back on and start flashing while the guy was inspecting my car. The NCT is a very, for anxious people, it's a very anxious experience. And they put these windows in where you can look in and see your car hoisted up, getting fiddled with, getting molested, getting checked. And you're just thinking, like there was a father and son in there. The father was so nervous, he was shaking. And the son was just there with him for moral support. And the son is looking in at the window. Yeah, Dad, the car's in there now. It's in there, Dad. And the dad's like, oh, Jesus. Don't tell me, don't. And he's walking around. And the son is like, I can't bleed and take him anywhere, he says to me. I didn't know what to respond. You can't really respond. You kind of go, yeah. I couldn't say, like, there was no one with me, so I couldn't be like, yeah, I can't take me anywhere either. Just sometimes you have to respond with, like, yeah. It's like they're giving you a rhetorical comment. So the father's really nervous, and I was kind of like, once my car has gone in for the NCT, I kind of have this feeling of acceptance. I'm like, right, what will be, will be. So the car reg gets called out, and the guy is like, everything passed except there was one visual, the airbag light. And I was like, I cannot believe it. You absolute brat of an airbag light. How devil of a thing. And he says to me, and this is a useful piece of information, if you're getting your car NCT'd and you get a visual fault, like an airbag light, you don't need to rebook it, and you don't need to, if that's all that it fails on, you don't need to rebook it, and you don't need to pay for a retest. So I parked out in the car park, and he parked my car, and I went out to my car, and I was like, so what do I do then? Like, do I just rock up to the NCT centre anytime? Any NCT centre? Because I couldn't rebook it in. So I went around to reception, and nice woman working there. North Point 1, NCT centre. And I said, what do I do here? Like, I said, I knew how to reset it, but I said, I failed on a visual, and I've just called my mechanic, and he told me how to reset it, and now it's cleared. And she said, all right, well, you just wait at the front of the NCT centre. One of the testers will come out to you. If it's clear, he'll redo the cert and turn it from a fail into a pass, because the visual counts as a major fail as well. So, sorry, I'm in this hotel room and it's just so rough. There's noises coming out of everywhere. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, so that's what happened. I reset the fault, and even while I had it reset, waiting for the guy to come out and check it over, I was like, oh, don't come back on. So it didn't come back on. Boom, I get the cert, and I'm good to go till next March. So it was happy days. So I was worried that the NCT guys, when they plug whatever they plug in, that it activates all the lights or something, any fault lights, but I think I just got unlucky with the airbag light being a little devil and coming back on. So that's that one. Next search. Pimento cheese. This is going to be a quick one. It's just a YouTube video I was watching of a guy named LA Beast who eats the craziest things. He ate 114-year-old milk the other day. Well, he drank it. Just crazy. He'll eat like rations from World War One, and gotta check him out on YouTube. It's amazing. But this particular video, he had somehow procured a pimento cheese sandwich from the 2019 Masters Golf Tournament that Tiger Woods won, and it had been in the freezer for 7 years, and he bought it at an auction. And this video was him eating it. So I really enjoyed it. He didn't. He said it tasted like freezer mold. But I didn't know what pimento cheese was. It turns out it's like this mix between cheese and like pepper, I think. It kind of looks like, in the sandwich when he went close up to it, it looked like chicken and stuffing, like what we eat in Ireland, and wherever. Is it just the UK and Ireland that eat chicken and stuffing sandwiches? I think it might be. But my God, they're my favourite. But it was a pimento cheese sandwich anyway. And so that was that. 2 more searches to go. The next one was Hulk Hogan. I don't know if they like reduce the number of, but the Hulk Hogan porno. That was the next Google search. Now, I wasn't looking for the footage. I just wanted to see a still of like the background. I wouldn't be able to watch that. I wouldn't be able to watch Hulk Hogan doing a porno. No way. That would just ruin every memory I have of him wrestling. Like watching him in bed with someone. I couldn't do it. I wonder, does he do the leg drop though? Body slammer onto the bed. Finish her off with a leg drop. But anyway, I knew as well that he had sued someone. I knew there was some suing involved, so the video wasn't available. And he's dead now as well. He died in 2025. I was watching a documentary about him on Netflix. That's where the whole curiosity about it came from. And to be honest with you, one lasting impression that Hulk Hogan made on me was his hair. Like, it's very, for someone that's, I am getting thinner on top, my hair, that is. But I've plenty at the back, and he basically had a shaved top of his head, and then long at the back, and he was just the king. He was the king of America. He was the Hulkamania was an era, and he did that with a skullet, basically. Like, all party, no business, mullet, So, to me, it gave me hope. And when I did search for his porno, it was just a black and white image far away. I didn't see any his privates or anything. But I wonder, do wrestlers do that if they're in the bedroom? Do they finish off women with their finishing moves? I'd say Triple H has given Stephanie McMahon a few pedigrees. Some of them don't apply. You couldn't give a woman a Stone Cold Stunner, could you? But maybe they want that. I don't know. We're not going to get into that. It's not part of it, but it would make you think. Which wrestling moves would be transferable to the bedroom? I mean, a choke slam. That'd get things going. Mankind's the mandible claw. The claw. That I think some people would be into that. Anyway. We'll go to the next search now. I'm bringing back the little transition sounds there as well. Hope you like them. How much are cigarettes in the UK? Every now and then I fancy a cigarette. And I just had this little hope that maybe they were cheaper in the UK than Ireland. But I looked it up. You're looking at about 19 or 20 pounds for a pack of cigarettes now in the UK. It's just, it does put you off as well, I suppose. That's why it's so high, isn't it? To put people off, so that daddy government can get people to smoke less. I mean, I don't think, to stop people going to hospital as much, isn't it? Putting nurses out of jobs, I think it's a disgrace. Well, I'm the type of smoker that would smoke. Sometimes I'd go weeks without a smoke, and then I might have 3 in one night, or 7 in a week, depending on what I'm doing. Like, I might go out for a drink later in Brighton. I'm about to do my week-long Brighton festival show Brighton Fringe Festival show starting tomorrow. I need to go to the Irish bar basically, and I need to do a bit of try and get my flyers in there and try and do a bit of networking basically, because I don't know anybody here in Brighton, and I don't know. I don't. They don't know me in general as a comedian, so I'm gonna have to try something. I'll bring my flyers down to the bar. I'll have a few pints of Guinness. Try get talking to people. Hopefully get a few ticket sales from that, because at the moment 7 shows I have over the next 7 nights, an hour long each. 2 tickets sold in total. So, yeah, that's 2 out of a possible 420 tickets I've sold. Now that's what you call success. We'll see how it goes. I just hope that I can have a show every night. I'd do a show to 2 people. One person, I don't think I could do a stand-up comedy show to one person. It's just a conversation, innit? It's just awkward. 2, I think I could do. 3, now we're getting wild. Anything up from that, I can do it. I think I can maneuver it. You just have to accept the situation you're in and call out the scenario. It's a funny scenario in itself, so I think I would definitely... Me and Rob Nutter did a gig to 3 people before. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I know that after I have a few pints, I'm going to fancy a cigarette, probably. And sometimes after doing stand-up, I want one, but I don't think I'm going to pay £20 for a pack, or £19 or whatever, so they are about £19. You can get cheap ones. There's cheaper makes that are about £13. They just rip the throat off you, though. I don't want them. I want marble gold or silk cut silver. That's it for me. So that was that one. It was just curiosity about the price of cigarettes in the UK. I think I should have got probably duty free. I think you'd end up paying about £8 a pack if I did that, but it just feels weird. Like, that would be really smart actually, but it just feels weird paying like £80 or whatever for 200. I don't know why, or whatever the cost is. Alright, so final search is quite a personal one. This is the appropriate name. The search was, what is the appropriate name for someone who's addicted to eating chicken? Now, someone who follows a chicken-only diet, I am becoming that. Well, chicken and sugar, basically. I was on chicken and porridge for a while. That was a good phase. But now it's just basically chicken and sugar and milk, coffee. I've started incorporating wraps in. But the chicken thighs from Super Value, it's not the chicken I'm addicted to. It's what they do to the skin. Oh my God. It's just, I can't get enough of it. Whatever's in it, I don't know what's in it. It's like a smoky, sweet chili chicken skin. And I have a system now. It's quite personal, but I'm really letting you in behind the curtain here. I have a system where I will cook, I'd say, 3 chicken thighs, smoky barbecue, sweet chili chicken thighs. I mean, that's the coating on the skin. I'll take them out of the oven, let them cool for about 5 minutes. Then I'll strip the skin off each one and eat that by itself. So I'll skin them, basically, and eat the skin. Then I pick the chicken off, put it into a wrap with some lettuce and taco sauce, maybe some coleslaw if I have it. Then eat the wrap. So it's chicken skins and a chicken wrap. So it's actually a lot more that I'm eating than just chicken, isn't it? It's all the other shite that is probably keeping me at a higher weight than I want to be at. But the appropriate name for someone addicted to eating chicken, there's no chicken addiction. Like, you'd have a pyromaniac, someone who's like addicted to lighting fires, or you might have a alcoholic. It's usually a holic thing, isn't it? Smokeaholic. Something, I thought it was a chickenaholic, but We have a few different ones for someone who eats a lot of chicken or is addicted to eating chicken. Politarian, that's someone who eats a chicken-only diet. It's the only meat that they eat, I think. We have other ones that are a bit more fun, like Poultrygeist. Doesn't really add up, does it? Because that's sort of a ghost, isn't it? I don't know where they're getting that one from. Chickenarian. That's actually good because vegetarian, chickenarian. I could go with that one. And then cluckivore. That's the noise the chicken makes, you know. It's kind of... Yeah, it's funny, but it's not really very substantial, is it? But I don't know what illness I can get from eating too much chicken, but I probably will get it. It's probably what's going to take me out, and because I can't stop eating these chicken thighs. It's been months, and I just eat them all the time. Now the wraps have been introduced. Sometimes I'll just eat the chicken on its own, strip the skin, and you know. But so yeah, anyone who's can you please follow and rate 5 stars if you're watching or listening on Spotify. I keep forgetting to say it. I don't forget to say it. I'm always saying it, am I? But it's just important. I'd like... A lot of people are listening lately and watching, so... And if you can, it would be great if you could donate to help with the expansion of the podcast and to buy the guests a coffee on the Buy Me a Coffee link. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, share with someone that might like the podcast. That's into a bit of absurdity, maybe, or whatever I'm offering here. And yeah, on a finishing note, being alone here in Brighton, walking around on the beach, thinking about everything and how much like a good following matters when you're doing a festival like this, and realising that I know that if I broached more controversial subjects on Instagram and stuff, or if I became part of a side, I know that I'd get a lot of followers a lot quicker, but it's not... I don't want to do that. I don't do it in life. I like fun conversations, and I like obscure and ridiculous conversations that give us a break from the cruelty of the world. The world has beauty, but I think it has a lot of cruelty as well. But what I want to keep doing, and I know that it will make things happen slower for me probably, is to have conversations with people and to talk about things that I can stand behind. I don't like saying a lot about things that I know not much about. I can't put myself in other people's shoes in these divisive topics. I don't know what it's like to be anyone else except me. So I just talk about the things that come into my head and the things that upset or interest me on a daily basis, and that kind of thing. And I'm trying to lower the drawbridge out to the general public and say, look, is this interesting? It's very frustrating on Instagram and TikTok to try and reach out and appeal to people. I've done it a few times. A few videos have gone really, really good, but there's a lot of hitting and a lot of missing as well. You just got to keep going though. Whatever you're doing in life, keep going. If you like it, if you believe in it, if it makes you happy, keep doing it. On that lovely note, I will say goodbye. And thank you very much for watching and listening. I hope you've enjoyed this. I really enjoy doing this. It's what I started the podcast for. I mean, this going through the Google searches, so I am 100% going to start doing it more regularly again. Just because I love doing it. So thank you guys for watching and listening. And I hope the sound's been okay. I hope the picture's okay. I can't see it yet until I plug it into my laptop. But this will be out on Friday morning. And yeah, so I hope that you have a great weekend. Be back again on Tuesday with another one. All the best and talk to you soon. Good luck now. Over and out from Brighton.